thing.
So
1, 2, 3.
it was the IF800 that we talked about yesterday.
That's
Right?
correct.
Let me just zoom out a little bit. Here we go. And basically what we're looking at, and I'm going to repeat, and if I'm wrong, then
Perfect.
you add me in, right? So we've got two batteries, hot swappable. What's the payload on the drone?
This one, the IF800 carries 3 kilos, so about 6.5 pounds of payload lift capacity.
Okay, we have different payloads. Can be regular cameras.
So this one is a 65 global shutter mixed megapixel camera for mapping. This is specifically for mapping camera.
Yep.
This one is still from Centera. This is their 6X. It's a multispectral sensor.
Yes, I like that.
They also do a 6X thermal, so they take away the blue multispectral band and they add a full radiometric thermal FLIR boson in there, so 640 by 512 thermal band. So for really high level of agricultural mapping, if you do solar farm inspections, different types of mapping projects like that, the Centera really just develops all of the tools to really have high efficiency map.
I got to talk to them a little bit about it because okay, I understand the full multispectral. I understand adding the thermal to it, but you know, most people have a thermal and an RGB, so you can, as you fly, have both image sets, different for solar and things like that, right? So
the beautiful part about Centera is they're as well American company like ourselves, and so we've actually talked to them, and they can even develop custom sensor builds. So we've talked about even getting like with the 55R, which is your RGB high resolution mapping camera, along with a thermal radiometric camera. So there's always those types of forward-thinking products that we're looking to integrate to the system. And on top of that as well, we worked with Centera to develop an RTK module for the system. And so this works with all of the standard Centera payloads I just mentioned. It's effectively trying to get closer to that effective vertical integration that you see with Chinese products, making something all work together very seamless.
talk to me about the controller, because I know you told me a couple of things yesterday, like SIM cards we could add in.
Absolutely. So in relation to like the RTK, this is our new GCS. This is the GS1. So we're very excited about a fully compliant solution. This is really allowing us to come with a much more modernized solution to the market with GCS. But as I mentioned yesterday, there's an SD card and a SIM card slot beneath here, which will allow you to do 5G LTE connectivity through the controller itself. And that, if you're having RTK, will allow you to connect to M-Chip cores networks directly through the controller. That really just simplifies those workflows. Yep. And then you, as well, if you don't want to go that route, can connect it to third-party base stations you already have. So if you have a Trimble, Top Gun like that, you can work directly.
And a number of us have MLIT stations.
MLIT works perfectly as well. And then in the third option, we also sell our own base stations, but I don't think that's necessary for this instance. But anyway, so this is really an exciting controller for us. So it's 2000 nit brightness. It's a very large screen. It's Android 14 based. It's very modernized and has a ton of additional compute power to the system that a lot of our other solutions don't have. And that really just means that we're going to be able to add a lot more functions and capabilities here soon, which we're really excited about. So this is really allowing us to be more forward thinking with the product and start developing out. And so it's very self-explanatory in terms of like how the system works, but you know, it's not fully updated or uploaded right now, but this is where your map would be. You'd be able to set your basic.
Everybody's got the same issue that nobody's got the maps.
I think there's one over there. Okay. I think they have it in their hands, so maybe we could go peek over it.
But you showed me yesterday a little bit of the planning for mapping, right?
Absolutely.
So there were different grids, double grids you could do.
So you can actually,
look at that.
We got a little bit more showing. So you go blank, you got the survey.
Hit pause. Don't know how.
No, you're so good. So
you said about 13,000 for.
30,000 for the Centera 6X, or 65R, excuse me. So that's the global shutter mapping camera. And to answer your question before this as well, bouncing around. So the global shutter allows you to do that full speed mapping like you did with DJI. So you can go 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. Okay. And that's what the global shutter allows you to do with this camera. Now, the Sony ILX is something that people use for mapping, but it's a mechanical shutter. Yeah. So when you're setting a mapping mission, it is going to go like 7 miles an hour. It's going to be very slow.
A mechanical shutter is the one that we usually use for mapping because that is faster than electronic shutter.
Yes.
So if you look at an M3E, that's got a mechanical shutter, and I can fly at high speed. But if I do an M2, a Mavic 2 Pro, it doesn't have that. So I was going to ask you, what's the difference between a global shutter and a mechanical shutter? Because I'm not familiar with the term global.
So maybe we're using interchangeable terminology because I know because I'm pretty sure it's the same philosophy that you just mentioned.
Yep, I think so. But
Yep. This one allows you to do your 20 to 30 mile an hour mapping. That one, I think I was maybe just messing up the terms in my head.
No. It's with everything. There's
we're bouncing around.
You're passing call.
Perfect.
Besides multispectral and camera, are there any other payloads?
Yes.
LiDAR.
Yes. So you can actually see if you want to move over here.
Yeah.
So we actually are showcasing a couple different ones. So on our large system, we have a very expensive and large LiDAR scanner right here. So we work with Yellow Scan. On this one, we actually work directly with, so we're going from the lowest cost to the highest cost pretty much. Yep. And this one, LiDAR is really one of our largest verticals. It's geospatial's our largest commercial sector that we work in. So we work with every single LiDAR manufacturer pretty much that you're going to see here at this show.
Yep.
And so, yeah, for us, we have a standardized integration for all of our solutions.
Oh wait, this is the drone upside down.
This
I'm
is
like,
the
hey,
drone
it's a different one.
yeah,
No,
exactly. No,
so
it's the
this
same,
is shows the case.
more or less, you just slide it in like that.
Oh my god, and it's amazing because that looks big and heavy, but I can
know.
pick it up.
So
and
this-
it's got a regular camera on there too.
Yep. So this one is actually going to be like the lower blend one, end one. I apologize. I believe this one is a 20 megapixel. They're using in this one, but they have certain sensors. Essentially, this one's a 5 megapixel one. So they have ones that goes from 5 to 21, I believe, all the way up to 61 megapixels with this solution. So you can get a much higher resolution camera if you need to.
So in that case, I will be able to do my LiDAR and my regular mapping at the same time.
Correct.
And you can overlay that way, but the LiDAR data is the useful data, right? So
Exactly. But the benefit, so again, very similar to our philosophy as you're seeing, there's a lot of, so we want to keep our tools very modular and flexible. You tell us what your budget is, what your spec requirements are, how do you guys want this to be set up, how do you fly it?
What's that? What's this one?
And so that's the Sony I mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Now I see.
So as you can tell, the same, everything is standardized with our same
Yep.
dovetail depicted next to this one with the pinout connector. So that's why simply out in the field, you can take the LiDAR off, you can add a much higher resolution camera, you put on that 65R, you put on mega multispectral. So we really want the drone to be a tool. It's a workhorse.
Yep.
Use it as what you guys need it to. And that's really important for us.
Oh, I appreciate it. Anything else that you say that a group of 10 drone pilots that do this for a living need to know about? Inspired by the IF800?
The only, I guess these are some cool tools you'll see. So we do a lot of specialized integrations. So these are for obviously our larger aircraft, but this is going to be an ohm reader. This is a sprayer that lubricates live power lines. We have certain payloads that can take branches or bird nests off of power lines as well. So it's really like trying to leverage these tools. We do specialized integrations for ground penetrating radars, magnetometers, bathymetric sensors. So from what you see here, this is just a taste, the tip of the iceberg in terms of what can be accomplished with the systems. So we really love trying to be diverse in these application bases, and most importantly for us, support and service. We're here every step of the way. Post-sale support.
Yep.
We want you. The only way that we're successful is if you're successful. So
You guys are located in California?
we're located in Central California. We're still a small manufacturing team.
Cool.
Even you got my cell phone number. You got pilots, engineers, whoever you need to talk to. So
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Zack.
it is my pleasure, Peter.